On board this upper-class cruise are Germans, Belgians, a few French, and a fair number of Americans, including this bubbly Texan, Cynthia.
Well, we wait until the sails come down and the sea gets quiet and everything is smooth. Right? It's very relaxing. You know, you get to see beautiful scenery. Look at the sun. The sun's gone.
Behind this new concept of cruising is a Swedish ship owner, Michael Kraft. He built this enormous sailing ship from the plans for a German clipper built in 1902, the Preußen.
Maybe you come along, eh?
A resident of Monaco, Michael Kraft has always been fascinated by the lives of those long-haul sailors. Those fearless crews who in the 19th century rounded Cape Horn or the Cape of Good Hope, come hell or high water.
Depuis que j'étais très petit, j'avais toujours très grand intérêt pour les gros navires en voile. Mon oncle, il était le dernier commandant suédois pour un navire à un 4-mâts commercial qui s'appelait Albatros. Et j'ai toujours eu cette grande intérêt pour des voiliers comme ça. Et évidemment, ça m'a pris énormément de le reconstruire d'une façon nostalgique.
Nostalgia without the spray is what the passengers on the Royal Clipper are looking for. Because today there's no pitching and tossing on the ship. While the deckhands are busy at work, the officers enjoy a little time with the tourists. Tonight, as every night, there's no let-up for Ramos, the Filipino barman, who seems pleased with the evening. And next morning on the menu is just what's required to work off the excesses of the night before. Aboard the Royal Clipper, an army of waiters, cooks and wine waiters is ready to pander to your every desire.
Captain Jarvis. Hello.
Along with Dick, there are some 100 crew members. From the chambermaid to the engineer, by way of the masseurs and sports coaches, you can count one crew member for every 2 passengers.
I came from the Philippines and I worked already almost 2 months, and I've been here for at least for 10 months. I work in this company for 5 years already. I wake up 6:30 in the morning. up 5:30, and then I start work at 7 o'clock until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it's my break. I came back at 7 until 10 o'clock in the day. That's my life here on board.
Do you like your life on board, or is it like a very important thing for your family in Philippines, and how do you live this?
Yes, of course, because this is my work. This is how to support my family. So I love to work here. I have already one daughter, so I have to sacrifice myself.
During the day, Ramos, the Filipino barman, works in the restaurant as wine waiter. Like most of the crew, he learned his trade on this ship, and he's doing rather well.
The most important in the wines, that's in the food. Together with the food, we have to ask the passenger that what kind of wine, if they like a light or what kind of red wines that they like. If this is deep red or medium light, you have to go with the food actually. That is the most important, is the passenger satisfaction.
Meanwhile, at the stern of the ship, Ivan, the sports coach, and Josephine get ready for a rather special job. They're going to make use of the calm waters of the Kotor Fjord to inspect the ship's hull.
It's a big baby with a big fat belly. On any ship, you've got barnacles growing all the time, all sort of shells. That's a constant thing. And even if you are cleaning the portholes every time, by 2 or 3 weeks later, it's going to grow again. This is a major job meant to be done when the ship is on the dry dock, so they get all the hull nice and shiny, and they put some new paint. But until then, if there's something major to do, well, it needs to be done on places like here. And we need flat conditions, because these portholes are between 1 and 3 meters deep, and if you've got a rough surface, okay, then it's what you were saying about this torture of getting somebody scratching against all the barnacles, and it's not pretty, man, I tell you. When you do these sort of jobs, guys, and that's the same with commercial divers, even if the water is quite clear, use a hood, because you got a lot of shrimps. As soon as you start cleaning, they get in your ears. They're really, really small, and you don't want those shrimps in your ears. But if you look after your ears.
Meanwhile, in the Maldives, Mr. Liveris' holiday continues.
But Michael asked us to come and spend Christmas down here. Oh, that's lovely.
The story of his ship Alicia begins 6 years ago in a noisy Greek shipyard. That's when Andreas Liveris commissions the building of 2 identical mini-liners. Anneliese and Alicia, named after his granddaughters, are 85 meters long and fitted with the very latest maritime safety equipment, which probably explains their somewhat severe design. These mega yachts are intended solely for charter.
There's a lot of rich people out there, a lot of Americans who at this moment they are hesitating coming, but we have the Russians, we have the Arabs, and we have a lot of money in the pocket that people would like to spend. The bigger the boats, the more expensive, the more quality, the easier they are. I'm waiting to finish so I can go to the first journey.
Now Anneliese has been sold, and Alicia sails wherever the owner for a day desires. Alicia is the most expensive yacht in the world. You will need more than 100,000 euros a day if you wish to enjoy this luxurious jewel box with the somewhat kitsch decors. That's 100,000 euros without counting a full tank, food, and tips for the staff.
this boat we have 18 rooms. And of course, the master room, it's the owner's stateroom, and the charter stateroom. If we have a charter, one of them pays the money, he has to have the best. And this is, we made it spacious, and we made it in the right place for view, so that we can see the lights, and we can see when we're going forward. This is the best view of the boat here.
Sorry, but we don't really have time to enjoy the view, and this decor intended to delight the rich of the planet. We have a date in the bowels of the ship for a surprise.
This is the envy of every yacht owner. Everybody now who builds a new boat wants to copy us. They want to have this beautiful spa, they want to have the Cleopatra bath, which you will see in a minute, they want to have the aromatic bath, they want to have the massage room, the facial room, the nails, the pedicure, manicure, absolutely everything. This is where nobody has this place. No other boat has got a spa like this. And everybody is trying to copy it now.
It's a tough life being a billionaire. It's time for the beach, at last. It's not that he feels cramped aboard Alicia, but from time to time Andreas does like to set foot on dry land.
My boat is like my woman. I like from top to bottom. This is my lady. This is the most beautiful lady in the world, inside and outside.
When your purse is as deep as Mr. Liveris's, it goes without saying that all doors are open, especially those of the major luxury hotels in the Maldives.
They now start going up all over.
His clients are eagerly awaited in this undersea restaurant.
And when I call it the living paradise, I mean the living paradise. Where do you see this? I never saw it before. It's unbelievable.
But for that,
for Solaya and
for that I'm sure. Yeah.
It's one of the of the things you can talk about to our clients, and they come here and they never forget. They come back again, and that's the game. You know, the name of the game. Yeah. We have to make them come back again. And when they see things like that, they talk to their friends, they talk to their families, they miss the place, they come back. Please.
So welcome again. Cheers.
We're back in Turkey on the Savarona. The exterior appearance of this giant yacht looks really classical, but inside it's a cocoon of comfort. Mr. Karaman wanted a decor that was a blend of antiquity in the Ottoman tradition, of old carpets, historical furniture, and sculpture from the 30s. Not forgetting, naturally, that little touch of luxury.
Because when I took this boat about 16 years ago from the Turkish government, it was in a very bad shape. It was like a scrap, and the Turkish government sold the yacht to Turkish Navy scrap yard for $6,000. And that time I called the president of the Turkey